Welcome to another episode of Advance Wars Story. This time around I actually have scouted out the missions I'm going to play for this video before sitting down to record, so I say we get right into it. There are 3 missions, one for each country other than Orange Star, and I'm going to start with a Blue Moon mission. And you get to play as Colin in this mission. Hopefully it's not a pre-deployed mission, that would be just terrible. Yes, I know it's a pre-deployed mission already, because I have played it before. So as was stated by the Orange Star COs, the purpose of these upcoming missions is going to be to try to find people who are sympathetic to the cause of Orange Star. What are you frightened about? Just hit him with power of money. He'll never resist. Seriously, Blue Moon's most powerful CO, not all that confident in his own skills. It's an interesting thing, although I'd imagine the designers didn't know, like, how powerful Colin was going to eventually become. By the way, I don't know if I'm pronouncing Colin correctly. It might be Colin, it might not. I've just always said Colin. I don't know. A CO's Resolve. Well, you're certainly going to need Resolve in this mission. Ah, yeah, Olaf's gone crazy. He's back to his Advance Wars 1 self. Yes, Olaf has a -20 tag with Lash for precisely this reason. Well, our units are already colored red, so, all caps mode engage. So this mission is a little like the second Grit mission from Advance Wars 2. If any of your units sits on your own HQ, then it's over and you win. So it's more like running away than actually fighting, and you're gonna want to run away because, I don't think you can fend off that many medium tanks. In fact, let me look at the terms. I suggest the former. Oh, thank you, Nell. So it's all about getting through this as quickly as possible so you can get to your HQ as quickly as possible. And there are infantry pretty close to the HQ. They're not going to be able to capture it because this rocket never gets off the HQ. And that's fine by me. Those cities actually give you a lot of funds, which is important because it's Colin and we have power of money. Well, eventually we'll have it. So the first thing to do is to get it as far in as possible without entering any unit's attack ranges. So starting with the units in the back, I think this will work. I'm gonna go right there. I want to avoid this mech's attack range for the time being. Oh, speaking of which, Colin has changed a little bit from his vanilla self. He now has a penalty to defense as well as attack. And Gold Rush is down to just 1.25 times instead of 1.5 times. And I think this Power of Money is nerfed a little as well. But that's fine, it's still pretty good. Right. There's a B-copter coming. Luckily, Colin is still able to... Well, he has to get just a teensy bit lucky, but he is able to one-shot... he is able to one-shot B-copters with his anti-air. That hasn't changed. So just get everyone closer. And what is this recon gonna do? I don't know why you have recons. Maybe they're just for bait? I don't know. Oh, actually, recons do move very quickly on roads, so I guess they're the ones that are meant to take the HQ at the end. So yes, we're gonna be watching those medium tanks move quite a lot, unfortunately. Luckily, they aren't actually Grit indirects, otherwise this would be very painful. I mean, there's like 2 artillery and 1 rocket. Maybe Grit had other units with him. Oh, that's weird. I've never seen them move in that exact formation before. Normally, they just go all the way to the left as far as they can. That's weird. Just a little bit, but kind of weird. Alright, now the action starts for real. First, I'll get rid of this. Oh, that was 108. Okay, so he can one-shot these B-copters. I don't know why they were only 97 when I suppose Olaf had one of his powers up at the time. Speaking of which, it's very important to pay attention to Olaf's CO meter. Because at this moment, he has... Let's see. After this, I think he will have 2 stars. And unfortunately, this recon cannot reach the mech. I suppose I should have accounted for that, but it's okay. So he's going to have 2 stars after that. And on the next turn, we've got to make sure he only has exactly 3 stars. Because I want him to waste his power on Blizzard. If he gets Winter Fury, then this is going to be really, really tough. So I would prefer that he waste it on a Blizzard. Because he won't... Like, he likely won't get another power after that. I think I'm just gonna go with this. Maybe the tank will be lured into attacking the recon. That's what I think might happen. Alright, this is good so far. I'm not gonna actually attack that B-copter on the right because that would be a waste of the anti-air. It's almost certainly going to get blown up by the medium tanks. So this is the tricky part. He needs to have only 3 stars. And I think destroying this anti-air will do it. Let's see what it is. Yeah. So I'm not sure if I should... Oh, look at his miss. Lash was added to his miss in the bio. Like, I'm not sure I want to just outright not attack anything for the rest of the turn. I'm just checking to see if he changed it all. It doesn't look like he did. So, let's do... this won't charge it up too much more, will it? No, he's got only 3.5 stars. So I think if we play like this... Or maybe I should, No, I think this is fine. I don't mind, like, losing the APCs. They're not, like, super helpful. Neither are the recons, to be honest. So he should activate Blizzard here. No, he's not! Oh, no. Okay, that's very bad. He's not actually doing it. So, I think what happened is that the way activating the normal power works is that every CO has a small chance to not activate their power based on how many stars they've got, or something like that. I don't know. But I suppose I'll just have to roll with it. At any rate, I can now destroy the... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to roll with the Winter Fury. I don't really got a choice at this point, and besides, I need to move as far as possible before he actually does set the snow weather. So, I'm gonna do... Maybe I could, like, delay it for a little bit longer by not destroying that B-copter. Oh, but you know what? That doesn't really matter because I think he would just activate it at the end of his turn anyways, because Olaf is one of the COs that can activate their super at the end of their turn, when they're an AI, of course. So this is about to get just a little bit harder. But I think we can manage. I think we can manage, I'm not sure. Because you can see that that's devastating, and I have to deal with the snow as well. Since I'm next to the roads, this is probably okay. The movement isn't that big of an issue. But those medium tanks now have a much better time catching up, so I've really got to move it now. This is one of those missions where it's really hard to do anything fancy with your tech score, by the way. I'm going to lure in that medium tank. I'm going to lose this medium tank, but you know what's coming on the next turn, so I think it's fine. I think this is going to be okay. Actually, maybe the medium tank goes after the recon instead, but that's probably not going to be what happens. Because I think the AI always goes for doing as much damage as possible. Luckily, regular tanks have more movement than medium tanks. I don't know why these guys never want to get neo-tanks. If someone figures out how to route this mission, I would be very impressed. But that would probably never happen in a million years. Okay, I definitely need this right here and now. Also, like the reference to Sasha. I think Platinum Skink stated in a comment that Dual Strike is actually not canon to this story in particular. But the characters still exist, so that's nice. So yes, that was a little less damage than I was expecting, but I think I've gotten rid of the medium tank now, so it's cool with me. I'm not in rocket range, am I? I forgot to check. Okay, I'm not. That's good. Get rid of this. And we won't have the power on the next turn, so that might be troublesome. But I think it's okay. I mean, there's only infantry and mechs surrounding the HQ now, right? Oh, but if Olaf activates another blizzard, that would be very bad. But he can't, so it's good. Alright, I just need 2 more turns now. And the important thing is to definitely damage the rocket as much as possible. But the mech is also going to be troublesome. So, this and this, I think. Ah, 27. Well, or was that 28? Either way, that's pretty bad. Go ahead and join, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do much more after this. I can't get into the rocket's blind spot with this thing, so... at least the rocket can't recover, even if it is getting a huge defense boost. He could Blizzard now, but again, he's not going to. Okay. Yeah, but the mech did get healed, so that was pretty lame. I think I've got this. Should be fine. Oh, uh-oh. One of the infantry is going to start capturing the HQ, so... Actually, why don't I just... Can this medium tank attack? No, the medium tank still can't do anything, so I'm actually going to end turn there. See, I told you this would be very, very difficult to get good technique on. They're almost out of fuel, too. Would it be possible to make them run out of fuel? Maybe that's how you clear this by route. Just lure them into using up all of their fuel. How much do they have left? Oh, only around 15, 12. So maybe it is possible to route this. I don't know. You don't have any indirects, so you couldn't use those for anything. Alright, mission's clear. Destiny. Yeah, I gotta agree, that was pretty cool. Lash is here too. That's how we got here so fast. She just used her power to make us unaffected by terrain. Ah, actual tactics, I see. We can guess that it wasn't Max's plan, I guess. Colon, use your brain. Rebels, rebels, yeah, let's be rebels. Insert that clip from Family Guy, I think? Yeah, you can see, I don't know how you would get 300 points in this one. But it's okay. That's one mission down, and now we unlock 3 Blue Moon missions. Or missions taking place in Blue Moon anyways. So I'm actually curious how many flags can be on the map at once, so I think I will go to the Yellow Comet mission next. Next up is going to be the Yellow Comet mission. This mission really threw me for a loop when I first played it, and you're going to see why that is. So we play as Sensei in this mission, and apparently someone doesn't like it. Well, I don't like this mission either. Nah, I'm just kidding. This mission is kind of okay. It's very much a gimmick mission, and you're going to see why that is. I guess I struggle finding the correct way to play it, but I think I've got a handle on it now, so I think I'll be fine. So you might have noticed, based on the Colon mission, that the idea behind these 3 missions in each country is that one of the COs is going to disagree with attacking Orange Star and essentially defect to their side. And in this case, it's Sensei, who I think is only really doing this because the war interrupted his vacation. Nah, I'm just kidding. He says that he disagrees with this invasion in the first place, so there you go. Well, how's he gonna have his vacation with cannon shots being fired all over the country? I mean, this is War's world. No place is safe in a war. I think that goes for the real world, too. Mostly. But Sensei is going to fight after all, but he didn't say who he was going to fight. You see where this is going? Kanbei gets it. Alright, here we go. Master's Warning. These mission names seem to be getting a little weird, but then again, mission names are difficult to find a good thing for, so I really shouldn't be taking shots at them. Yes, you can see what the idea is based on the map, right? This is all the map you've got for this mission. We only have B-copters, for fighting anyways. We have T-copters and APCs. But of course, there is Sensei's CO powers, which spawn additional units, and we're going to need them, because we need to get rid of those anti-airs over by the HQ somehow, if we want to capture them. Now, I'm actually interested, in this story, is Sensei actually Yamamoto from Super Famicom Wars? Because that's something that I, basically have as headcanon. I mean, that was the case for Andy's adventure, and it does kind of make sense because even if Sensei isn't totally invincible in universe now, he definitely is in multiplayer. So it would make sense if he was that invincible CO Yamamoto. And in Japan, he is in fact called Yamamoto, I think. So maybe it's intentional, but then you have to wonder how Yamamoto went from basically Kanbei 0.5 to helicopter person. It's interesting. Yeah, and who provoked him, Kanbei? Think about that for a second. You should have realized he was a fool when he attacked Orange Star in Advance Wars 1, dude. But then again, you weren't around for that. Well, here we go. And, it's not going to be easy because we are fighting Kanbei, and he still has all of those defensive buffs and everything. Right, so basically, you can see that the map is kind of split into 3 sections. First, you need to basically take over one of the sections so you can spawn all your mechs from there. And I'm going to make it the top part, I think. The obvious problem is that each section has a missile and an anti-air, but this bottom section has a Neotank and a Kanbei Neotank. You just don't want to deal with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of all the anti-air ordnance up here. And the actual anti-air itself is going to be tricky to deal with, but I think we should have airborne assault ready by the time we're finished with all these other units. Now the issue is that Kanbei is most certainly going to have Samurai Spirit ready as well, so I should really be paying attention to that. You can see he's already got 4 stars. Oh, and while I'm at it, I should look at Sensei, because he has changed from the vanilla game. I think these stats are more or less vanilla. The copters seem a little more powerful, and he's got less powerful vehicles as well. I don't think that was vanilla. And the units that spawn from his powers now spawn with only 5 HP. And I think I get the idea behind making that change, because I made a similar change in Andy's Adventure. By changing them to spawn with only 5 HP, now you can't use them to... You gotta watch for this missile's range, by the way. Now you can't join the units in order to get more money. Because that was a thing you could do. You could just join all of your 9 HP mechs, and they would essentially give you a lot more money for free. That was one of the most basic things you could do with Airborne Assault in the original game. And I think that's all the attacks I'm going to be able to make, so... I'm just going to move all of the units up here. Now, I got the chance to play some Advance Wars by Web for that tournament that was being held. The Egg Cup, they call it. What a nice name. I'm sure someone will make a joke out of that at some point. But anyways, in playing the Egg Cup, I actually came to realize why Sensei is so powerful. I knew he was S tier before, but when you actually get into... Oh, morale boost. Nice. Oh, this isn't the power quote. I keep forgetting that this isn't the power quote. Okay, so here we go. So, in playing Advance Wars by Web, I realized why Sensei was so good. It's not just because you can get a little extra money from your superpower. It's also because when you're playing a multiplayer match, you start out building your infantry, and then in the later parts of the game, you're basically not building infantry. You're building all of your other units instead. So, at the end of the game, you're not building as much infantry, which means if you lose the infantry that you have, you're not going to be able to capture. And if you can't capture, then you just lose, because you win by capturing more properties in Advanced Wars by Web, and in multiplayer matches in general. I need to get my airborne assault, so I think I'm going to... The missile's out of range now, isn't it? Yeah. So this is safe. I need to get airborne assault, like right now. Go for the artillery, because now the... Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think this is good. So, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, so basically being able to spawn all of those 9 HP infantry and mechs in the later parts of the game, you're getting infantry units for free, which means you don't have to spend a base on them, because in multiplayer matches, you can't build it, well, in basically all of the matches, you can't build as many units as you want each turn, even if you don't spend all your money. So this gives you a bunch of mechs that you don't have to, like, spend a turn building from a base or something. I'm sure you get it. I'm not going to explain it, but I'm sure you understand now. Anyways, he's for sure going to have, well, actually, he just spent... No, he didn't use morale boost, so he's definitely going to have a Samurai Spirit on the next turn. So I need to clear out all of the units up here before he gets it. I'm losing a couple of cities, but I should be able to get... I should be able to stop a couple of them. Yeah, this is good. And you can see that the 5 HP mechs down here, they're doing their job too. They're taking out a couple of units. So that's nice too. So now that I have this entire area secure, the next step is going to be to... Well, first I have to heal these 2 mechs back to full health. And then I have to... Like, the idea here is that you have to use the mechs to destroy the anti-airs, because... Like, what are you going to use on them? The copters? They're not going to be able to do much. And I wouldn't worry about your technique score either, because since you're sensei and you're spawning all these extra units, that counts towards technique. So, I think 100 technique is basically guaranteed if you get enough powers. So this is going to be useless Samurai Spirit because he can't really attack anything. Well, he's got a couple of things he can hit, but not the important part, which is the copters. And the Neotank wastes its turn on the mech for some reason. Oh, and the missile is now in a very good position, actually. So, move up here. With the missile in this position, what you can do is destroy it from here. I mean, it might move out of the way. And you know what? I'm gonna lose the copters for sure, but I think you have to make a couple of sacrifices if you want to get another airborne assault, because I'm not winning this with only 2 mechs. No way. And it'll also lure the anti-airs up here, which is also important. Because if you can cut them off from the HQ, that'll be a huge help. Let's get everything set up. And now we need to think about what to do next. So what are those anti-airs going to do? Oh, interesting! It attacked from the position that would block another one from attacking me. Okay, that was really good. So now I'm completely safe and all these guys are up here, so I think what I will do is come over here with the mech, or with my first mech. And I'm not gonna have enough for an airborne assault, by the way, but oh, and all those cities down there are gonna get captured too. That's okay. So now I can at least make a start on attacking the anti-airs. Unfortunately, this isn't Fire Emblem, so I can't really hit and run. I wish I could hit and run. But maybe the anti-air will stay there. If the mech lives, that's fine, because then I could at least repair it. I could retreat and repair, which would be nice. Alright, so just sit right there, anti-air. Okay, that's good. All the units are coming up here, which is also nice. Time to send in the next mech. And this is probably a really slow method, by the way. I don't really know any other way of doing this. Actually, I want to get to airborne assault a little faster, so I could just do this. That's fine. I've got plenty of copters, as you can see. Alright, so the same thing happens again. Go for the anti-air. That was a little unlucky. Maybe I could do this and attack the, oh, now the anti-air is actually going to retreat and heal. I don't want that to happen. I'm doing this so I get my powers just a little bit quicker, by the way. I'll go ahead and join here, because I'm definitely getting another power soon anyways. So now I need to set up the T-copters so they can load up and move straight away. This should be fine. He's got 2 anti-airs left. And depending on how these guys move... Okay, that was not quite what I wanted to see. And I think you'll get a morale boost on the next turn, so... Actually, if I attack from this position, I don't think they'll be able to actually attack, because the tank will stay right where it is. Let's see if that holds true. And this is a waste of a power as well, so that's good. Yeah, just like I thought. Of course, I need just a little bit more here. Okay, Super's ready. And I think I better use it now. I'm not gonna actually attack with any of the copters, which probably looks like a waste. But I need to spawn the units, because in this map, spawning the units is more important than attacking with your CO power. Strange as that sounds. Oh, that's a good position for the anti-air. Now, if I play this exactly right... Oh, this rocket is actually getting into a really weird position. I might want to take it out. Yeah. Better do that. As for these guys, I'm going to leave this mech here while the other one repairs, and time to get the rest of them in position. Like so. That took a bit of setup, but I think we're looking pretty good now. We can take out another anti-air and then just start flooding the HQ. Those infantry are trying to do something, though. Good thing I don't have an HQ to move on. Okay, that's looking pretty good. When you go in here and drop near the HQ, and now we need to use the B-copters to make a blockade. I don't think I can make a perfect blockade, though. Oh, I have a copter right here. It should be able to do something? Not quite. You know what? I'm just gonna blow them all up. I really should be doing that more often. Because I'm sure at least one mech will be able to live and start working on the HQ. I'm gonna get this rocket out of the way while I still can. Because there's only one anti-air, it can only attack one thing, right? What is his CO meter looking like, though? He's got a morale boost. But since it only boosts attack in this version of the game, I think I'll be fine. Wow, that was a pretty big attack boost, though. Look what it did to the Neo-Tank did to the copter. Should I do a regular copter command? Because I could get a regular infantry. That could still capture. Not gonna do much damage, though. I think I better do it. The skies will darken with our parachutes. I like that quote. Alright, everybody gets loaded up on the next turn. Meanwhile, now that the copters are stronger... Actually, I think at this point I've effectively won anyways. Oh yeah, all the units are gone now, so it just takes a couple more turns and there's nothing Kanbei can do about it now. So, the key to this mission is to only focus on one of the two halves of this map, and typically make it the top one because the bottom one has the very difficult to destroy Neo-Tank. And then just use your powers to spawn all those units, so you don't have to worry about technique. And use your mechs to get rid of those anti-airs, and you're basically good to go. Like, there's nothing they can do now. Alright, so that's the old master beating the student right there. A lot of units lost, though, but a lot of units built as well. Yep, that's Sensei, all right. Small things. Yeah, small things for you, huh? And yet so exciting, right, Sonia? Okay. Hey, look who's here! My even older student. Okay. The grizzled vets are back once again. Oh, it looks like we're gonna play as Hachi in one of these missions too. That's gonna be a lot of fun. These guys are gimmick COs, and that always creates interesting maps. At a discount, no less. Yeah, I feel sorry for him too. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm actually hyped for these next missions now. That mission does a good job at hyping you up. So as you can see, I got an S rank. And next time, I will probably take on the Green Earth mission before going back to Blue Moon. Maybe I'll take it in a cycle, go from, hop from one country to the next each mission. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty cool. I just want to see how many flags can be on the map at once, but I see that only 2 missions opened up. So maybe there is a limit. Anyways, we'll continue with the Green Earth mission next time. See you later.